Hello friends! Today we're going on a journey to a different side of Italy, one that most travelers never see. Not the famous cities, but hidden gems, ancient hill towns, rainbow islands, and dreamy gardens. These are the places where Italy's heart beats quietly away from the crowds. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore together. With some beautiful music to set the mood, we're ready for our Italian escape. Andiamo, let's go! Our first stop is Civita di Bagnoregio, a breathtaking town perched dramatically atop a giant rock in the heart of Italy's Lazio region. From above, it looks almost like a mirage, floating above the surrounding valleys, its ancient stone buildings clustered together as if huddling for safety against the winds of time. The town's isolation is both its curse and its charm, making it one of the most unique destinations in all of Italy. Civita is connected to the outside world by a single, narrow footbridge that stretches across a deep ravine. As you walk across, the modern world seems to fall away behind you, replaced by a sense of anticipation and wonder. The bridge itself is a rite of passage, a symbolic crossing from the present into the past. Locals call Civita the dying town, because the volcanic rock beneath it is slowly, relentlessly eroding away. Over centuries, landslides and earthquakes have chipped away at the plateau, leaving the town teetering on the edge of oblivion. Every year, a little more of Civita disappears, making each visit feel precious and urgent. Crossing the bridge feels like stepping into another era. Ancient stone houses line narrow, winding alleys, their walls draped in ivy and flowers. The air is filled with the scent of blooming jasmine and the distant sound of church bells. Cats lounge lazily on sun-warmed walls, and every corner reveals a new detail. A weathered door, a hidden courtyard, a splash of color from a potted geranium. Only a handful of people, fewer than a dozen, live here year-round. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional footsteps of a visitor or the soft murmur of the wind. It's a place where time seems to slow down, inviting you to pause, breathe, and simply be present. Tucked away in a tiny trattoria, I met a local nonna who served me the best bruschetta I've ever tasted. Thick slices of rustic bread, toasted over an open flame, drizzled with golden olive oil and topped with sun-ripened tomatoes. The flavors were simple, local, and unforgettable, a true taste of Civita's soul. As you leave, you can't help but look back. Civita appears like an island in the sky, shrouded in mist or glowing in the golden light of sunset. Fragile, ethereal, and heartbreakingly beautiful. It's a sight that lingers in your memory long after you've gone. Civita di Bagnoregio reminds us to cherish what's fleeting and to savor every moment. Here, surrounded by history and nature, you realize how precious and temporary everything truly is. Despite its nickname, Civita isn't just a dying town. It's a place that teaches you how to live fully, to appreciate beauty, and to find joy in the simplest things. What a magical start to our journey, one that sets the tone for all the wonders still to come. Next, we sail to Procida, a tiny island in the Bay of Naples that seems to have been painted by an artist's hand. As the ferry glides closer, the shoreline bursts into view, a patchwork of pastel houses stacked along the water's edge, each one glowing in the Mediterranean sun. Procida is small, but it's impossible to miss, thanks to its kaleidoscope of colors and its vibrant, welcoming spirit. The story goes that fishermen painted their homes in bright hues, lemon yellow, soft pink, sky blue, and mint green, so they could spot them from far out at sea, even on foggy mornings. Today, these colors are more than just a tradition. They're a symbol of the island's identity, a cheerful invitation to slow down and savor the moment. Life here moves at its own gentle pace. Early in the morning, you'll see fishermen mending their nets on the docks, their boats bobbing in the harbor, and the scent of the sea mingling with the aroma of fresh bread from a nearby bakery. Procida is a real working fishing island, authentic and unspoiled, where locals greet each other by name and the rhythms of daily life are shaped by the tides. I wandered through narrow, winding streets lined with flower pots and laundry fluttering in the breeze, discovering hidden corners and sunlit piazzas. Climbing up to Terra Murata, the island's ancient fortress, I was rewarded with breathtaking views over the colorful harbor of Corusella, where the houses seem to tumble right into the sea. And of course, I couldn't resist a plate of spaghetti ai ricci di mare, spaghetti with fresh sea urchin, enjoyed at a tiny waterfront trattoria, the taste of the ocean on my lips. Procida is sunshine and salt air, laughter echoing from the piazzas, and the simple joy of watching the world drift by. It's a place where time seems to slow down, where every moment feels like a celebration of life's small pleasures. The island quietly dazzles, not with grand monuments or crowds, but with its warmth and authenticity. Sometimes the most beautiful places are the ones that don't shout for attention. Prosida's magic lies in its peaceful mornings, its hidden alleys bathed in golden light, and the gentle rhythm of island life that invites you to simply be present. Procida is one of those rare places that feels like a secret, a treasure waiting to be discovered by those willing to wander off the beaten path. As the sun set over the rainbow houses and the sky turned to gold, I realized I could have stayed forever, lost in the island's quiet beauty and endless charm. In Umbria, we find the Marmor Waterfalls, an ancient Roman engineering marvel. The Romans built this waterfall in 271 BC to solve a water problem, creating a spectacle of power and beauty. Water plunges down 165 meters in 3 tiers, surrounded by lush greenery. Walking the trails, you feel the roar and mist, alive and exhilarating. My favorite spot, the Lover's Balcony, hidden behind a curtain of water. Standing there, soaked and laughing, I realized how problems can become wonders. Marmor is history, nature, and pure fun, an unforgettable experience. Now for adventure, Castelmazzano, a village carved into the Dolomites. Houses cling to steep cliffs and the streets wind up like staircases. But the real thrill? The Volo dell'Angelo, ziplining face down across a vast valley. Nerves turn to exhilaration as you soar between mountains, the world spread out below. Afterward, I sipped coffee in the piazza, heart still racing, watching village life unfold. Castelmazzano is a place where tranquility and adrenaline meet. It's proof you can find peace and excitement in the same breathtaking spot. Down in Puglia, we find Alberobello, home of the whimsical Trulli, whitewashed houses with conical stone roofs. Walking through the Trulli district feels like stepping into a fairy tale. These houses were cleverly designed to be dismantled quickly, an early tax evasion trick. Now they're a UNESCO site, with many turned into shops and cafes. Inside, the thick stone walls keep things cool, and every detail has a purpose. Sipping iced coffee outside a Trullo, I watched the world go by. Alberobello is living history, proof that the strangest ideas can last. Seeking a moment of peace and quiet, we journey north to Lake Orta, a sparkling blue jewel tucked away in the Piedmont region. Unlike its more famous neighbors, Lake Orta remains a well-kept secret, cherished by those who stumble upon its tranquil shores. Here, the air feels fresher, the pace of life gentler, and the scenery is nothing short of breathtaking. At the heart of the lake lies Orta San Giulio, a charming village where cars are left behind and time seems to slow. Its cobblestone lanes wind past pastel houses and flower-filled balconies, leading you to the water's edge. The lakeside promenade is perfect for a leisurely stroll, with views that invite you to linger and soak in the serenity. Just offshore, the enchanting Isola San Giulio rises from the water. This tiny island is crowned by a centuries-old basilica and a peaceful monastery, its stone walls echoing with stories of devotion and history. The island's silhouette is instantly recognizable, a symbol of the lake's quiet magic. On Isola San Giulio, you can walk the famous Path of Silence. As you follow the winding route, the only sounds are the gentle lapping of water and the distant calls of birds. Signs along the way encourage reflection and mindfulness, making this a sanctuary for anyone seeking a moment of inner calm. The nuns who live here dedicate their days to prayer and simple work. In the monastery's tiny shop, you'll find bread and jam lovingly made by their hands, a taste of their devotion and the island's tranquility. Each bite is a reminder of the peaceful rhythm of life here. As evening falls, I return to the village and watch the sun dip behind the hills, turning the lake's surface to shimmering gold. The air is filled with the scent of local risotto, a dish best enjoyed by the water's edge, where every flavor seems to capture the essence of this magical place. Lake Orta doesn't shout for attention. It whispers, inviting you to slow down, breathe deeply, and simply be present. Here, you rediscover the beauty of stillness and the gentle embrace of nature's quiet wonders. South of Rome, the gardens of Ninfa are a fairy tale come to life. Ruins of a medieval town transformed into a lush, romantic garden. Roses climb over crumbling walls, rivers flow under ancient bridges, and rare plants thrive in a unique microclimate. The garden is only open on special days, making each visit feel like a secret. Walking here, you sense the love and care poured in over generations. It's a place where history and nature blend, beauty grows from ruins, and hope blooms. In Basilicata, we visit Krakow, a ghost town perched on a cliff. Landslides forced its evacuation, leaving empty homes and silent streets. Touring with a guide and hard hat, you see kitchens, churches, and classrooms reclaimed by time. The golden stone glows in the sun, and the landscape below is stark and beautiful. Krakow is haunting, cinematic, and unforgettable, a memorial to resilience and the power of nature. Welcome to Val d'Orcia, the postcard-perfect heart of Tuscany. Rolling hills, cypress-lined roads, and golden fields, this landscape was shaped for beauty and function during the Renaissance. Every turn reveals a new masterpiece: a lone chapel, a zigzagging road, a hilltop town. Pienza, Montalcino, Montepulciano, each offers incredible food, wine, and history. I picnicked on pecorino and red wine, soaking in the view. Val d'Orcia is the essence of La Dolce Vita: simple pleasures, timeless beauty. For our final stop, we visit Doza, a medieval village turned open-air art gallery. Every 2 years, artists paint murals on the village walls, creating a living, evolving museum. Art blends with daily life. Wine murals on enotecas, playful scenes near schools. Residents are proud of their masterpieces, sharing stories of the artists. In the Fortress wine cellar, I tasted local Albania wine. Doza is where history meets creativity, tradition meets color. A perfect end to our tour. And just like that, our journey through Italy's hidden wonders ends. Thank you for coming along. These stories are meant to inspire and connect us. If you enjoyed this adventure, please subscribe and keep exploring with me. Remember, there's beauty everywhere, sometimes in the quietest corners. Until next time, be well, be curious, and ciao, friends.